welcome to another video. If you're new to this series, let me tell you how it works. I listen to albums throughout the week, some new ones, some old ones. I pick the ones I want to give my opinion on and review them in this video. Remember, my opinion is mine and mine only. You may have a different opinion, so don't take anything I say too seriously. Now, let's head on to the first album of today's video. First will be No Idols by Damo Genesis and The Alchemist. This album had many great songs on it, and pretty much all of the features went super well of the album. Of course, like any album that has The Alchemist, the production on this album was amazing. My two standout songs from this project album are Elimination Chamber and No Idols. For Elimination Chamber, I loved the way that they all came in, because I used to be a big fan of the WWE. Now I consider myself someone who watches occasionally, and I love the way that all the features came in one by one, kind of like how the actual Elimination Chamber match works. So that was pretty cool. That song was very fire. This album was fire. Next is the Elephant Man's Bones by Rook Marciano and The Alchemist. This album was on the calmer side of things, with many of these songs being very relaxing in my opinion. The Bodie James feature on Trillion Cut was amazing, as he had an amazing flow on that song. Of course, like always, the production was amazing on the album, and I did only have one standout song on this album, and it was Liquid Coke. But this album was nominated for Standout of the Week, but it ended up not making it, so here's its little honorable mention for Standout. Next is EnterGalactic by Kid Cudi. This album was so amazing, and trust me when I say I was surprised when I saw that people did not enjoy this album as much as I did. I was genuinely surprised. I do not know why people are reviewing this album so low. The production on this album was amazing, so great job on that for real. My standout songs from this album are New Mode, Do What I Want, Willing to Trust, In Love, She's Looking For Me. And like I said, I don't know why the reviews on this album are so low. This album was amazing. It was fire. I enjoyed it. I don't know why people online hate it so much. Next, also by Kid Cudi, is INSANO. This was another album that caught me off guard by how much people did not like this album. In my opinion, this album was another great album by Kid Cudi, so I don't understand why so many people disliked it. I also did like the XXX feature collaboration on the song called X and Cud. My standout songs from this project are Get Off Me, Wow, Cud Life, At the Party, Tortured, and Porch Topless. Next, as promised from last week, is Deadbeat by Impala. This album was beautifully produced, and the beats and rhythms were very well done. I did see a lot of people online hate on this album, and you people hating are the reason music artists never try anything new, because y'all won't let them try something new, which freaks me the fuck out, because who knows how many album of the years we've missed out on because y'all are too busy freaking out because, oh, he tried something new. Um, an artist that has fallen victim to this is Yeet. People were begging for him to do something new. He did something new, and now people are like, ew, you're doing something new? Go back to your OG. OG would be so disappointed. Y'all need to make up your minds. Do y'all want new types of music, or do y'all want the same copy and paste shit? Make up your fucking minds. Anyways, my standout songs from Deadbeat are Mild Ways, Dracula, Loser, and Piece of Heaven. Also promised from last week is Tycoon by Ty Dolla. This album was so damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this entire past week I was so excited to listen to this album again, and it lived up to the high expectations I gave it last time. When I heard it the first time, I gave it high expectations. When I came back this week, it lived up to them. Production was great. So were the vocals on many of the songs. My standout songs from this album are Smile Body Pretty Face, Oh, and Twitch What I Want, Say, and On Repeat. Next is an album that I heard on its release day called Goldfish by Hit Boy and The Alchemist. Yeah, that's right. He dropped an album. That's right. That gives me more excuses to put him in more of these videos. Just like any other album that I hear on drop day, I will be back next week with a deeper-ish review. First thoughts from this album are that it was amazing. Beautifully produced. Both Hit Boy and The Alchemist are both amazing producers. I truly believe that The Alchemist should win Producer of the Year for 2025. Will he? Probably not. It'll probably go to Pharrell or Metro, if anything. And also, this album, they both made it to show people, to make people remember, hey, even though we're amazing producers, but we're also amazing at singing and rapping, as they both did amazing. The listening experience on this album was incredible. And my standout songs from this album are Show Me the Way, Home Improvements, and Drowning Bridges. Next is Life of a Don by Don Toliver. This album had many good songs on it, many great features like Kali Uchis, Travis Scott, and Baby Keem. Production on this album was also great, and I loved how well many of the beats went with the songs. Lyric-wise, I also enjoyed it much. My standout songs from this album are Way Bigger, What You Need, Drugs and Hella Melodies, Smoke, and You. Next is Love Stick, also by Don Toliver, another amazing album by Toliver. This album had many great beats and it also had a handful of calmer songs. It also had amazing features like Wizkid, Travis Scott, of course, and Kali Uchis, of course. My standout songs from this album are No Pull, Love Sickness, Let Her Go, Leave the Club, Honeymoon, and Do It Right. Finally is HARDSTONE Psycho by Don Toliver. Once again, another great album by Don Toliver, and this has to be one of my favorite albums of his so far. Just like the previous two albums, it had many great beats. The production was crazy. Also, the features were also amazing, like Travis Scott, Duh, and Kodak Black were both amazing features on their respective songs. My standout songs from this album are Kryptonite, Tore Up, Glock, New Drop, Bandit, and 5 to 10. Alright, next are your honorable mentions. I'm gonna speedrun this, so try and stick with me. And of course, I messed up the page. The first honorable mention is Faith is a Rock by Mike, Wiki, and The Alchemist. The reason this ended up was on honorable mentions was because it was a 50-50. In my opinion, the singer, rapper, whoever he is, Wiki, he did ruin a lot of the songs for me. I just did not like how his voice sounded on many of the songs. Next is View or Dire by Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist. This ended up just being a 50-50. I will say though that Mike on the song called Sentry, he did have a very amazing feature, so that is the standout song for that album. Next is Flying High Part 2 by The Alchemist. This ended up on here because it was too short to review. It is a 10-song album, but 5 of those are instrumental, 5 are the actual songs. They were all great. My standout song from that one is Turkish Link. And what's it called? And on the song called Paint Difference, Currency had amazing flow. He was an amazing feature on that song. The next one is Wake Up Lucky by Lucky and Filthy. 50-50 album. I don't review 50-50. That's it. The next honorable mention was Free by Kid Cudi. I didn't really enjoy this album as much. This is his newest album, and I did hear rumors online that he is retiring. So for me, this is a disappointing album for him to retire on. But if he does retire, he does. He's made amazing albums. He's gotten Standout Album of the Week multiple times before on this channel. So it's not like I don't like him. It's just in my opinion, I just don't think this was his best work. And yeah, those are your honorable mentions. It was only 5 of them. Here they are again in case you weren't able to hear me. Faith is a Rock by Mike, Wiki, and The Alchemist. 4DR by Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist. Flying High Part 2 by The Alchemist. Wake Up Lucky by Lucky and Filthy. And Free by Kid Cudi. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the day. Standout albums of the week. On the script my dumbass wrote, these are not the standout albums of the day. They are standout albums of the week. Okay. So for those of you that don't know what this is, I listened to many albums. This week I heard 15. I picked 2 albums that stood out to me the most, or in some cases like this week where it usually comes down to a tie, I should see which song had less neutral opinions from me. So the first album for this week to receive Standout Album of the Week goes to Tycoon by Ty Dolla $ign. Yes, I enjoyed that album so much. The entire week this album was on my head like, damn, I can't wait to go listen to this. I need to finish all the other ones first. I want to go listen to this. I need to listen to this. I love this album so much. I found this album by accident on TikTok. I was like, sure. Right, because this night I was only supposed to listen to Deadbeat, but I saw this album. I was like, sure, I'll listen to it. Oh my gosh, I love this album so much more than Deadbeat. I'm not saying the album was bad. I'm just saying I prefer this one way more over Deadbeat. Any day. Production was great. Vocals were great. Hold up, let me go to the page on the book so I can right. Production was great. The vocals were great. Great beats. The features were amazing. This album it hit everything. It hit every single fucking ballpark for me. Like for me, this album stole the spot from the Alchemist album. Not Goldfish, but one of the other ones. Cause yeah, but this album was amazing. This was my standout album of the week. And Your second standout album of this week, hold up, goes to Intergalactic by Kid Cudi. This album had one singular miss for me, then every single song hit. The the production on this album was amazing. It was an incredible album. The listening experience was insane. That's why I was super surprised when so many people were hating it online. Because for me, this is my new favorite Kid Cudi album. I right. I don't. There's no more Kid Cudi albums for me to listen to, so I won't be saying that next week unless he surprise drops or some. But this album was amazing. He did an amazing job. I don't know why people are hating on it so much, and that's why they put it on the standout album of the week as well. But yeah, your standout albums for this week are Tycoon by Ty Dolla and Intergalactic by Kid Cudi. And that's it. Time for yap time. So I did rush through the last couple of ones, mainly because it is 1 in the morning and I don't want to wake up my family making a video. A couple things I gotta mention for this upcoming week. I don't know if I'm gonna upload or not because this Sunday is my birthday. I will be turning 19. That's fun. But so I don't know if I'm gonna be doing an upload. Probably. I still plan to listen to albums. So it just ultimately comes down to if I feel like uploading or not. As always, my safety window always ends on Monday. This video is going up on a Monday, but I literally had everything done Sunday. It's just I was super lazy and decided to record at 1 in the morning. That's on me. Oh, it was this past Saturday, the 25th, right? Yeah, the 25th was this channel's sixth birthday, if I can do my math correctly. Let's see, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, I've had this channel for 6 years. Six. And only just recently, I found out what I love doing the most. I thought it was gaming stuff. It wasn't gaming stuff. I only did it because that's what everyone else did. In reality, it's this. I enjoy it. Do I expect to blow up? Hell nah. Would I love to blow up? Hell yeah. It's money in this economy where y'all need it. Especially with the government being shut down. What? 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 Who said that? What else? Um, oh no, now I know why it took me forever to upload this video. School. Yeah, no, there's not much else for me to say. I said I had a lot, but not really. Didn't have that much. Um, but yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe. Maybe there'll be an upload next week. I'm not too sure because my birthday is next week. It's literally in the middle of the safety net because my upload window opens Saturday and it's Monday. And what's in between Saturday and Sunday? I mean, Saturday and Monday? Sunday. And what's Sunday? My birthday. Yeah. But yeah, no, there's not much else for me to say. Um, I haven't been streaming much on Twitch recently, mainly because I forget. I literally play video games every single day and I just forget to go live. I do plan to start going live a lot more often, so go check out my Twitch, link in the description. Check out my music board. That's where I upload my album reviews, so that way you have an idea of what's coming in the videos. My album of the year, I don't think it's linked down below because I don't know how to share profile, but it is TrainDavid. My Instagram account, TrainDavid, of course, if you want to be more connected. And I do have a TikTok page called TrainDavid Vinyls for Real, where I upload videos of my vinyl collection, which has been very fun to do. It's been going well actually. And that's it. I don't have much else for you guys to say. And like always, practice your running, man.